What is going on, everybody? It's Coop here with a brand new episode of Coop's Corner Podcast. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into this episode. I've got some exciting news I'm going to get to in a moment, but first of all, I want to thank you guys if you're watching live on YouTube, if you're listening live on iTunes, if you're listening from Potomac, wherever you guys are listening from. I want to thank you guys for supporting the podcast in 2016. Going forward, I think I'm going to do a lot more stuff on YouTube because I would love to keep pushing that YouTube audience more. We are at like 583 subscribers as I'm recording this podcast on iTunes, or not on iTunes, but for YouTube. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet, please make sure you push that subscribe button. Please like this video if you guys like the interviews that you guys are going to be listening to today. Make sure you're sharing the podcast and making sure you're leaving comments below what parts of the podcast you enjoy listening to. And make sure you follow these guests as well I'm interviewing. I'm putting my my own time into making sure they come on here for airtime. And I want my audience to go support them as well on their careers, right? If it's like listening to my previous episode with Jackson Argos, amazing guy, amazing wrestler. Go listen to that interview if you guys haven't. Go watch it on YouTube if you haven't. But this one, this was exciting. I wanted to first of all say thank you to these guys that you guys are going to be listening to. Because this day was a busy day for me. I went to Vancouver, everybody, if you guys didn't know. I've been starting to do sets more often in Vancouver. Wonderful place that I've been starting to do sets there. It's called Seven Dine Lounge. A wonderful staff, a wonderful organized group of people there. Wonderful comedians. I couldn't be more happy of performing there. And my God, like as a cheap guy like myself, I can't afford stuff, so they have cheap drinks there, like $5 drinks. Like if you want like a beer, sometimes they have specials for like sangria, $5 Jameson shots. You know, Jameson, that's good stuff. $5. Sometimes they'll have that on special. They also have no cover. That's what's great all about this event. You don't have to pay a cover to go see these open mics. It's great as well. And all you do basically is go up there, go up whenever sign up is. You sign up, and then they give you stage time, and then you might go on late if, like, I don't know, if you don't get there on time. I usually try to get there early and try to be the first one up on the line so I can sign up right away, because you never know where you can get spot. But my job is to stay humble, and I want to thank these guys that you guys are going to be listening to. Mr. Robert Peng was my original guest, and then we had a special appearance from another comedian of mine, a fellow friend of mine, Mr. Tanner McCoolman. So we had two special guests that came on this podcast episode, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Make sure you guys are subscribed once again to my YouTube channel if you guys haven't yet, and hopefully you guys enjoy this interview. So, and by the way, Tanner, if you're listening to this, if people gotta understand, I have a very like guilty mind. So I said something accidentally. I say words wrong. Like I have bad vocabulary. So I said something to Tanner where I was asking for his picture, and so I was like, Tanner, just send me a picture so I can use for a cover photo for the podcast episode. And he's like, oh, just choose anyone. I was like, oh, I might choose your worst photo or something like that. I said it wrong. I apologize to Tanner. I said it wrong. What I meant to say was I would have picked probably a picture that you wouldn't have thought was your favorite. That was what I meant to say. God, I'm terrible with my vocabulary. I have downloaded, if you guys didn't know, a dictionary and a thesaurus. Every time I'm writing new jokes, I am looking at this dictionary and thesaurus of all these different words involved in jokes and trying to improve my speaking skills on a daily basis. So, but anyways, enough of my rambling, because I want you guys have shit to do. I usually keep my podcast at a minimum of 35 minutes or something like that. But upcoming dates for me doing comedy shows, I am scheduled to do a appearance April 1st, Rosedale Roadhouse. That is my next scheduled date where I have hopefully a 5-minute good set going for that show. We will make sure we record it. In the meantime, I'm going to be starting to do more open mics, and you guys will start to see more footage. I'm going to start leaking like little things from my open mics so you guys still understand that I'm still like every day trying to work on new jokes. Because I still have not been able to put that 5-minute set yet together, and I gotta keep working on that, guys. So still got to show that stuff off a bit. Some new jokes are working right now, so just keep up to date what's going on with my Facebook account. Add me on Facebook. You can follow me on Twitter as well, at Verified Coop and Coop's Podcast, if you guys want to keep up to date with the podcast. I'm trying to put like some kind of subscription letter together, so all the people that just want to get updates on what's going on with this podcast, I want you guys to leave comment below in the video. Leave a comment from iTunes, send me a message on Twitter. I would like to just maybe keep things more organized, because now I'm starting to do more stuff on YouTube involving gaming commentary, more stand-up videos. I've got like a bunch of YouTube things in mind what I want to do, so I want to keep things more organized. And more NFL stuff. You know, I love talking NFL, so I got some more NFL stuff that's probably going to be coming up. So just send me a message if you guys are interested in just getting a subscription letter. What's going on with Coop's Corner Podcast? You know, you guys, I don't really have a schedule of when I release these podcast episodes now, because what my partner right now with Podomatic is just I only have a certain amount of memory that's podcast space on that website that it holds. So I try and just, you know, whenever I feel like having a special episode, having somebody on as a guest or something like that, that's when basically I feel like doing a podcast episode. That's why I'm thinking the subscription thing might be a good idea. So let me know about that. Anyways, enough of my rambling. Enjoy this podcast episode with my special guests, Robert Peng and Tanner McCoolman. Everybody, enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest on this special episode, Mr. Robert Peng. Mr. Robert, how you doing? Welcome to my podcast, man.
Yeah.
This is the first time here for you as a fellow comedian. We've done one show together.
Yeah.
Does Open Mic count for doing a show together or no?
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Let's count it.
So
We've done thousands of shows together.
We've done a couple of shows together. Robert here, he's been fun to watch, man, because he's got a different style.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, why don't you introduce yourself to my audience?
Hi, my name is Robert. I'm known as the most racist comedian in Vancouver, I think. By some random people. Yeah.
Candlelight. Oh, fantastic. We got Candlelight by our podcast here.
Yeah.
So, how long have you been doing comedy for?
8 months. I don't say 8 months now.
So you're about 8 months, so
Yeah.
you're still your first year into it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
When did you get started?
I got started I did one show in Yuck Yuck in April, but then I skipped around for a couple months. So I consider July to be my first show.
Okay. Oh, okay. So April probably was still kind of a new
that was
one.
like,
When thank you very much. What got you started? Just like randomly you wanted to go to Yuck Yucks and just.
Oh yeah. People said say, oh, you should do open mics, and I was like, sure, I'll do some stand-up comedy. I guess like, oh, there's Yuck Yucks. Like back then, all I knew was Yuck Yucks, so I was like, all right, let's sign up for Yuck Yucks. But it takes like 2 months to get on.
Right.
So then the second time I went to Yuck Yucks, someone introduced me to 7 Dining Lounge, and it went on from there.
Okay, cool. So that's where we're actually located right now. The music's a bit loud because there's music playing, but no, it's this is a pretty sweet place. When did you get linked up with 7 Dining Lounge?
I think I was doing a Yuck Yucks, and then Sam was there, and then Sam taught me to come to this place. Although he used to host, this was his last time hosting, so
cool. All right. So it was Sam that pulled you aside at Yuck Yucks when you were doing
actually, I asked him.
Oh, you asked him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. So like when your first set, did it take you like a couple of months to start getting more gigs, or because you were saying Yuck Yucks, were you only performing at Yuck Yucks for like when you first started?
Well, yeah. Well, I did a Yuck Yuck for 2 months, which means I did it once.
Oh.
So.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So that's basically how Yuck Yucks go. Is they will give you 2 months to put your first set together. But sometimes like I gave them a message and they put me on next week.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit mixed up.
Yeah.
Where have you liked performing so far?
One of my favorite set is like in Comic Con in Victoria. That was actually pretty hilarious.
Victoria.
Yeah.
Cool. I've never been to Victoria in the comedy scene.
Oh yeah. No, it was the Comic Con. It was an anime convention. That was kind of interesting.
Anime convention.
Yeah.
So you're a big anime fan?
Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah.
Oh well,
I just want to try. I just want to go to Victoria.
Okay,
Say I went
cool.
to Victoria.
You like traveling around in that? Eh?
Yeah.
Is there places that you want to perform in the future? Or?
I don't know.
You don't really think about it. You just get up and do stuff.
Yeah,
right?
just like maybe Times Square.
Times Square. That's a nice spot, right in the middle of Times Square.
Yeah, opening for the Japanese the Tokyo Olympics. Yeah, that's gonna.
Hell yeah, man! Hopefully we'll get you to Times Square someday. But but in the meantime, what are you like talking about? Because I know
racist stuff mostly. Like,
do you get a lot of people offended by what you say? Or?
I think so, but no one has stabbed me yet, so.
Do people go up to you after the show? Like, why would you say so?
Yeah, people they love it. They love it. That's amazing,
Really?
right? It's like I can get away with a lot of stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure, like, if like a veteran comes, like sort of PTSD, this guy would be like, "No, my friend died in Iraq," and then you'll probably like punch him or something. But I look young, okay? If they punch me in the face, it's like.
How old are you?
I'm actually 23.
23. You're still I mean, like, if you're talking about you look like your 30s, that might be a different, but you're young.
Yeah.
You still got a long way to go. Do you have any goals that you want to try and do while being a stand-up comic? Do you want to like pursue other things outside of it?
Maybe I want to do writing. I think Asians are getting into the Hollywood scene. I don't know. It's like way too far away for me to consider, but like maybe.
How often do you like writing? Do you just sit down with your notebook every day and just write just whatever comes to mind?
No, I meditate in front of a picture of Donald Trump. No. No, like I just like listen to the radio and then complain about it, and then that's how I write stuff. Like I drive a lot. My work involves a lot of driving.
Oh,
so
okay.
like I turn on CBC. They're really biased in the liberal
They are.
sense.
CBC.
Yeah, it's like alright, yeah. A Trump supporter is always dumb there. Like, really? You couldn't pick someone better for an interview like this?
I noticed that you've been starting to use a lot of Trump stuff. How's that going for you now that he's president?
Oh yeah, well,
I'm pretty sure you probably can use a bunch of stuff now.
Yeah. But although people are starting to complain about Trump, so I stopped using it a bit.
Do you have like a certain topic that you like telling on stage, aside from the racist stuff?
My best set is about abortion. So.
Nice. Do you have any recorded stuff that people can check out, maybe?
Not really. I recorded one set and then posted on Facebook. But I should really start recording sets, but I don't. I get lazy.
I can record sets if
you
ever
really?
do. Yeah. I used to do camera stuff all the time with Rogers. But not good camera equipment or not good quality. That's the
it
thing.
doesn't matter.
But yeah,
I can
how many sets have you done so far?
Countless, I don't know.
Countless now?
I don't know.
Are you probably like over 30 now? Or?
Probably over 30. Yeah.
So, have you given Sam? You said Sam pulled you aside at Yuck Yucks.
Yeah.
So have you been coached by anybody so far, or are you just going?
Not really. No, I'm really just sort of doing it myself right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
No paid gigs yet, right?
No.
I
got paid beer coupons.
Nice. I wish I had.
Beer coupon.
Look at this. We got Tanner here. Coop, what's going on? Welcome to. We're just recording a podcast. Come on in.
My bad.
Come on in, Tanner. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well.
Not too bad. Welcome to my podcast. I'm just interviewing Robert here, so.
Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely, yeah. This is how chill it is. We've done I think all about the same shows together. I've done a couple shows with him, and I think I've done now a couple shows.
I think so.
Rosedale Roadhouse. That was man, you're fantastic up there.
Oh, thank you.
Do you like Roadhouse or?
I love Roadhouse. Like for a place that's so far out of the way, you wouldn't expect it to have such a great audience, but they fill up every time it seems, and the audience is just really into it. And it's not one particular group.
Yeah.
They actually get just such an eclectic mix out that any joke you have that's targeted at one audience will still hit. It might not hit with everybody, but it'll hit enough where people will still recognize, okay, that's still funny. It's just not for me.
I love that atmosphere. I can't wait to go back there because now they got the open house there.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
open mics. That'll make it a budget easier for me. But I'm still going to come out here probably about a couple times a month.
Yeah.
Still trying to find a place in Vancouver that's like a budget of maybe around the 1,000 range. I'm broke ass. Paying for $650 out there in Hope.
Oh.
$650 in Hope. That seems cheap. Like that seems too much for Hope.
Yeah, a little bit too much. There's not really much out there, but I haven't really found many options after moving here from Ottawa.
There's the park, and there's that statue of the bear, and then there's meth.
Yes, yes, that's
That's
the
three
big thing,
things right there.
That's basically
More
why people
importantly,
there.
you're living in a town called Hope.
They're there for hope. That's why they're there.
Another hopeless dope fiend, or another dopeless hope fiend. I meant to say.
I can't wait to get out of there. So, no, I'm good right now. We're just.
Yeah. It's okay.
That's right now. Thank you.
I guess a restaurant really isn't the best way to do a podcast when you're being interrupted a few times, but
Yeah.
this is a great location, 7 Dining Lounge. Tanner, how many times have you done a show here?
Oh, geez. Try every week minus about 9 for the last year.
Okay, so you've been here for a year now? Cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, yesterday was my 1-year anniversary of doing comedy.
Nice, congratulations.
Thank you.
Very, very funny guy. I'll make sure I tag you in this podcast episode so people can check out your stuff. It's nice when people slide in here from time to time.
Yeah.
This is about the closest this is how I do every show that's not an open mic, is that I show up and then hope that somebody that just invites me in randomly.
That's basically me, where people just come here and I just, come on.
Yeah, unfortunately, but fortunately, the city has such a great comedy scene going right now that there's just so many comedians. It's kind of hard to get an audience because the bar is set so high.
Yeah.
That's why I do racist shows, because they can't do it. The white man can't do it.
I certainly, I've been trying to get away. I say a lot of dumb things in my jokes, but I'm not there yet. I don't do crowd work either. I'm not sure. Do you guys do crowd work?
I do a fair bit of crowd work.
I have found myself just becoming so annoyed every time I see somebody doing crowd work. I saw a show for JFL Northwest. I'm not going to mention the name, but he was a bigger name at a comedy club, and he did almost nothing but crowd work the entire time, and I just thought, I was expecting something that you wrote down, because crowd work is one level above improv to me.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of improv. If you love improv, you should love crowd work, but otherwise, it's anybody, like, it's flip of a coin whether or not you like it, and I don't know, crowd work just seems, to me, kind of seems lazy.
To me, like, I focus on trying to get my set done first before I do any crowd work. And plus, I don't like being picked on too much, so if comedians doing crowd work, will probably feel bad.
Well, what I do is it's not really crowd work. I prepared most sets. Like, what I do is harass them, okay? So, like, if there's an Asian there, I'm like, where was your grandpa when the Japs invaded? Because that's a common thing among all of Asia, is that they got invaded by the Japanese. So that's what I like to do. They get to laugh. It's even more hilarious when the person I pick is actually Japanese, because they're like,
See, now that's how that's what I like to call a preemptive power move. You heckle the audience before they ever get a chance.
Oh yeah.
That's how you put them in their place.
Yeah.
Have you guys so far have had like heckle crowds so far that you have had to deal with? Or?
I had one. It was 1 a.m. at a music open mic.
Really?
Just down the street from here. It was the first time I had ever done a music open mic where I didn't have somebody playing guitar behind me, because what I found is that if people are playing guitar behind you while you're doing one-liners, everything is hunky-dory, but as soon as that music goes off, the drunk part of their mind that thinks about shouting out just turns right on. And now, they explained it away like they weren't trying to heckle me. At one point, I said something to the degree of, I hate this, or this is stupid, and that's the basis of every comedy, every joke according to the comedy Bible, right?
Yeah.
And this one guy, as soon as I say the premise of the joke, like start the joke off, I really hate blank. He goes, boo! And I'm like, did you just boo me? This is an open mic. And he says, no, I was booing the concept that you claim to hate. Well, that's fantastic. Meanwhile, I had a guy beside me who I did not invite up onto stage with me. He just followed because he had done the same thing in a conversation outside the club half an hour earlier. He just walked into the conversation and started getting in on it. You know, I'm on stage and he's trying to do the same thing.
Oh my god!
Like he's trying to give me health advice during a joke about how my doctor thinks I'm out of shape. I didn't invite you here. Please, go sit down or something.
That's fantastic. What about you, Robert?
I love hecklers. If they unless they like stop you from saying things, like once in Benny's Bagel, there was like these two homeless guys who were like literally just shouting out crowd. It's like whatever you say. Like Mark Hughes was up there, right? Like he was like talking about drugs and shit and making fun of it, and then he just shouted him down. Like that kind of heckler I can't handle. But it's just like two teenagers stoned out of his mind. It's like making random disses. Like I go along with it, right? It's like yeah. Like I was doing my Mexican drug jokes and I was like, yo, you look like it's like beer. Stuff like that. I make fun of them. They're smart to make fun of me. So
I'm lucky enough I haven't dealt with any of that. The time will come we'll have to deal with them. But I think I'll be too brain farted from smoking too much, so I won't know what to say.
It's something that I found because I used to go to anime conventions and do stuff there, right? So I used to do hour-long things, and I would encourage hecklers because there's no easier put down than on people who are wearing funny costumes and clearly haven't left their parents' basement in a couple of years. And you can just tell by looking at them that they smell like cheese.
I'm wearing my cologne today, so...
Yeah, if you have a heckler who you can take such easy pot shots at, and from what I've heard, the Abbotsford crowd in particular, that one group that loves to heckle and threaten violence from time to time, they are really fun to take down. I've never been to the Abbotsford show when they've been heckling, so I've never had to deal with them, but like if you just know that the person isn't going to stab you, and they're an easy target, bada bing, bada boom. Like the Benny's incident, I was not there for that, unfortunately, but I would have been afraid to say anything because I know the one guy who had been coming to Benny's for a couple of weeks there always wore a pink jacket.
Oh yeah, that
carried around a purse.
Yeah, that was fun.
Wears a cowboy hat. And I know that he wouldn't do anything because he's overall a nice guy despite not being all there. His friend, however, who I think was causing most of the problems, another case. So it always scares me that they're going to stab me, but if I know that they're not, I mean, you can just have fun with it at that point. Like...
Absolutely. He was mentioning that he went to Victoria. I think you were in Victoria with him.
Oh yeah,
correct,
he hosted the
you
show.
guys did the show together.
Yeah.
How'd you guys? He was telling me about the anime shows and that. How'd you like that? Good crowd in Victoria.
It was a good crowd. It wasn't as big as I would have liked because it was in the. It's really hard to do an 18-plus show in the middle of an afternoon at a university where the bar isn't open and there's no way to get liquor on campus aside from getting it delivered or going down the street to get it. And also, for some reason, I just found this out when I went to Victoria, the dispensaries close at 8 o'clock.
What?
I know.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and if you're doing something till 8, like 9 o'clock is when I want to get stoned.
Well, whenever I'm around, I usually carry some, so let me know if you ever need that. I try and be my own dispensary, but I carry it around with me whenever I go. So Tanner, how long have you lived in Vancouver your whole life as well?
No, well, I grew up in Yarrow, in between Abbotsford and Chilliwack.
Okay. So you had to deal with the smell kind of thing in the middle? The Chilliwack smell,
that just makes me feel like I'm at home, because as long as I'm not spraying chicken manure, like cow manure is a sweet scent. It really is. Cow manure has it smells like it just has a lot of sugar in it. If it's chicken or fish manure, you're fucked, but that only lasts a week, because, I mean, after avian flu, nobody has chicken manure anymore, right?
Yeah, we caught that.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah, well, Yarrow was actually the epicenter for avian flu, and I could not have been happier because chicken manure is the worst. But as soon as I smell cow manure, I'm like, I am home right now. Yeah. Then after I got out of high school, I moved to Victoria for 4 years. I was supposed to be there for university, but I found out that doing drugs and partying, playing video games was a lot more fun, so I just did that instead, and it all ended up working out, and for that I'm thankful. But Victoria is a great place. You go 30 kilometers an hour on the ferry to get over there, and then you just stay at that speed the entire time. Speed limit, it's 30.
Nice.
Like if you're going faster than a boat, you need to slow the fuck down. You're in ocean territory now. There's ocean on 3 sides. You go up island, you can drive as fast as you want, but you will fall off a cliff.
Where can we actually find some more of you guys doing your shows at? Because I know you guys do a lot of open mics that you guys go to. You guys mentioned, well, we're here at 7 Dine Lounge.
Oh, there's Benny's Bagels.
Benny's Bagels.
It's on Thursdays. And then I also do the Comedy Basement on pizza place.
So is that Goldie's Pizza on Pender Avenue, right near
Yeah.
the exit for Waterfront Station along the Canada line. So it's along Pender and Granville, I believe.
Yeah.
It's basically right at the corner there. It's 1 block over from Granville, but it's not hard to find. And then Benny's Bagels is along Broadway Street, right near. It's 2 blocks
Larch.
before McDonald. Yeah, it's at Larch.
It's on Larch and Ball.
So make sure you check them out. Goldie's Pizza is a great place, actually. I love it. I've only performed there a couple times, but Susie's great.
Yes.
There's actually one that hasn't been mentioned, and that's Tuesday nights at Junction on Davie
Junction.
Street, and that's a great new open mic.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
cool.
it's at a gay nightclub.
Okay, cool.
So free condoms.
Oh yeah, there's free condoms there, free condoms and lube. So if you need to get your
There's free loot.
You can't
oh,
afford
there's free
sex,
lube.
so-
There's 2 condoms and a lube in the one package. You only have to take the
Wow.
one package. It's in a nice cardboard folding thing
Oh,
with
yeah.
Oh, I
great
was
pictures
hoping
on the
gift
front.
bag, ribbon on the top.
Well, for what it's worth, it does have numbers that you can call if you need testing for STDs,
Okay.
and it's got a nice little picture on it. Sometimes it's like a group of bears, sometimes just one handsome dude, sometimes it's 2 bald guys in the woods with their abs showing, holding each other. It's a fantastic time.
You do a lot of shows too, right? Like
I try to.
Yeah.
I try to usually get out to 3 or 4 a week if I can.
3 or 4 a week now. Holy crap! That's the real comedian. I'm still doing like 1 a week now. I guess.
Oh, you're in Hope. I mean,
Yeah.
nothing's really real out in Hope.
No, I gotta get out of Hope, but become a real comedian. So, but yeah, it's I know we have to sign up and do the show soon. So why don't we give you guys a little plug in where people can check you out on social media?
I have a Twitter. I don't even know what it is. Go to Google.
Well, we'll come back to Robert. What about you, Tanner? Where can people find you? on
Well,
your
I've
social
got a Twitter at Tanner McCoolman. It's MCCOOLMAN McCoolman, but I never use it. I really should. I keep meaning to. If you really want like the nitty gritty, I never say no to a Facebook ad or to somebody adding me on Facebook who I know I don't work with. So most of my stuff is private. Some of it is public. You can find me on Facebook. My name is Tanner McCoolman. Just give me an ad on there. I am nowhere close to the 5,000 friends I need to declare myself closed for business there. Just hit me up.
Excellent. And
Yeah, just hit me up on Facebook.
Facebook, Robert
Yeah, I
Peng,
don't even-
everybody. I'll give you guys little graphics on this episode. So, man, you guys are awesome. Thank you very much, Robert, for being my original guest. And Tanner, thank you very much for being a special guest.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
And thanks, guys. And we'll tune in next time for Coop's Corner. Have a great day.